Do a deck profile here. Team LMAO, Alex Ducher.
Hey!
Tell us what you're playing.
I'm playing Cosmos.
Tell us why you're playing Cosmos.
Because it's very underrated.
Even with Dark Destroyer getting hit?
Yeah, because we got 3 Allure.
Alright, fair enough. Alright. Let's see the deck profile.
Alright, I got it. My Venusaur French token.
You gotta play that in Cosmos, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. So, got our triple wind can. That's no explanation needed.
Best card in the deck.
2 Dark Lady. Some people are playing 1 still. I feel like 2 is necessary because
I feel like
people
really
always
good.
want to beat this out.
I feel like 2 is really good.
They feel the need to out this immediately.
I think it's just the 1,000. Paying the 1,000 is
And a lot of people don't understand. Well, at the locals I just played at least when I was testing this deck.
Yeah.
They didn't realize it's a psychic and I could tag it out.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people didn't know about that.
So when they go to try to like attack it, I'd tag it out for a Dark Destroyer that I kept in my hand. And then they lost.
It's a good card. It's like striking a monster.
And then I play the double Farmgirl. Some people are still playing 1 of this also. I feel 2 is... I mean, it's not necessary. I just like it. It's a nice cushy thing. And then also, who doesn't remember when this deck first came out? This is the OTK machine.
That was the best card. You saw that card, you're like, ah. Especially if you didn't have any monsters on the field.
Yeah, you have a game right there.
You got a breakthrough before they enter. You know, when they declare attack.
Got our 2 Soartroopers. So
why
this
only
card,
2?
honestly, I felt like 3 would be really cloggy. I mean, plus we have all of our pilots. All of our ships got hit. So
True.
I mean, we don't need to overboard the pilots. Plus, I only play 2 because I also play the 2 Strawman, and I feel like 3 and 2. I feel like the 2-2 ratio is actually really consistent.
2 Strawman's pretty good.
Because I mean, I like seeing them both a fair amount, but I don't want to see one more than the other. So,
which one would you rather see if you were just drawing?
Going first, probably, or first couple turns, Strawman. Late game, Soartrooper.
Obviously.
Soartrooper is good for combo plays, but Strawman just gets back that Dark Destroyer that I banished off full Allure. A lot of combos that are like a lot more consistent.
You get a pilot anyways, Tincan.
And then my 1-of pilot, I play the 1 Wickedwitch.
Tell me why you play Wickedwitch.
I like it. You pay 1,000, can't be destroyed. It just stalls out a turn.
Right.
You can float into it with the Sliprider.
It's a good card.
It's an all-around, and it's dark. So
Would you ever play Goodwitch?
Because of everyone playing PK Fire, I probably would play Goodwitch.
Yeah, you can just flip down the Dante or something. Flip down the Beatrice.
Flip something down, and then they're stuck for a little bit, and then you can pop stuff.
Just bait stuff out.
Yeah. So that's it for the ships.
You mean the pilots?
Yeah, pilots.
It's okay, pilots.
Here's
a lot of
the
pilots.
ships. Huh?
How many you play? A lot of pilots.
I know there's 21 monsters.
Probably at least 10 pilots.
Probably.
Alright, let's see the ships.
We got, of course,
obviously,
triple Sliprider. This card is amazing.
Makes infinity.
12 pilots.
Yeah, there was a guy, he's like, why'd you get a 2 Sliprider? And I'm like, you'll see. And I made it infinity, and he scooped.
It's a good card. Good pendulum matchup.
Then this one's a little weird for some people. I like it. I've actually thought about playing 3 with maybe Swords of 7-star. It's really a testable thing, but I like 2 Forerunner.
2 Forerunner?
Because I pay a lot of life points now, a lot more than usual with Kozmotown.
True.
And I like to just, when they're done with their turn, if I still have some way to tag into this or call the Haunted or anything really, I go into this so I can gain that 1,000.
Playing against Blue Eyes, how good is this card?
This card?
How good is this card against Blue Eyes?
Well, obviously this card's always going to be good against everything. It's untargetable.
Do you think
but also, true, but Blue Eyes can just beat over it, right? So what makes you want to play this card over, say, you know, Landwalker or something?
This one has more attack, plus it floats into bigger ships than Landwalker, I'm pretty sure. On top of Landwalker,
it could float into Landwalker if it wanted to, even.
Well, that, and it also, but what's really good about this is it's 2 level 7s, so I can make rank 7 plays.
Overlay into Big Eye, steal their monster.
Do you think you need the second former, or since Dark Destroyer got hit?
Actually, it'd be really good if you...
I do feel the need, because I feel like without playing 2 of this, the pilot to ship ratio would be really actually far off.
True.
It'd be really lame, actually.
It'd be good if you Big Eye steal their Cipher,
and I mean,
and then steal another one of their monsters.
Card,
with Cipher.
But that girl really isn't as relevant, and on top of the fact that you have to banish a monster.
True.
So doing that, sometimes you don't have monsters to banish.
You just kind of need more ships, anyways.
And its floating ability, you only get to search, you don't get to special. So this one you get to special. This has more floating.
You need more ships with Dark Destroyer being hit, anyways. Obviously.
Yeah.
Landwalker's good, but it just sometimes you just need that bigger.
And then of course we have our 1-of Tank Destroyer.
unfortunately.
But hey, I got the original one. I ain't
Still good.
scrubbed.
Still good card.
And then I am playing the
Looks
one
really good.
Eclipser. This actually won me a game against PK Fire.
Yeah, stop Fogblade.
He tried to Fogblade this, and I said, well, one, it can't be targeted, and two, I'd negate it anyway, and he scooped.
True.
He was a little butthurt.
Sure, you gotta play around it.
And then I play one Landwalker. This was always a one of. If people were playing more than one, it was honestly
Kind of
just,
dumb.
well, they played more than one because if you would allure it, you could add it back, and then you could tribute it and get over Majesties.
True.
But other
Sure.
than that, I mean, now it's at one just because it's a floatable ship. And
You just
can
kind of
get
use
it-
that, set it up on your opponent's turn. They have to get rid of that, obviously.
It's really
A
annoying.
fun thing to do is you can actually lock with this and Eclipser, this and where's it at?
Just get that Eclipser Dark Lady.
Yeah, you can lock with this and Dark
Negate
Lady.
everything, gotta get over that first.
And then basically if they try to go for Dark Lady, you're just going to use this and then you're going to float into something.
Sounds like a pretty good board.
Yeah. And then I play, this is optional. I'm just testing it out. I play the one Dog Fighter.
Tell me why you like Dark Fighter.
I actually floated into this on the last float because they couldn't attack again.
Sometimes you just need a
Went
monster
into
to protect.
defense. I had no more. I didn't have a pilot in hand. I had a ship. I think I had Dark Eclipser. I specialed the token during my standby and then tributed them both for Dark Eclipser.
Sounds pretty good.
So I mean, it has its moments, but also more than anything, it's just another target for Tin Can.
True.
I mean,
Just some bait.
it's not terrible.
Just some graveyard
It's not the best, but it's not completely trash.
Tell me, would you rather have this or Landwalker?
Or second Landwalker.
I feel like I'd just rather just have this because it's another name.
All right. Well, tell me why names are important in Cosmo.
Because Tin Can.
All right. Fair enough.
And then the spicy tech of the one BLS.
Tell me why BLS is really good in this deck.
Because Tin Can sets up BLS whether you want to or not. Like,
Sure, you usually end up dumping a light and a dark.
Dump a light into the dark, and then you have the option of BLS at any moment. And then when you do BLS,
True.
it sets up a combo of, okay, cool, and I'll just add them back with Kozmotown.
And 3,000 attack gets to banish something
Angel, quit playing with my Venus.
pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so I'm guessing that's it for the monsters.
Yeah, it's, I believe a 21 monster count. Pretty big.
Pretty standard though, actually, for nowadays. To be honest.
Pretty much.
Pretty
And then
standard.
you gotta play, honestly, this is like one of the best cards in the
The
game.
best card in the deck.
Kozmotown,
Best field-
Danktown, whatever you want to
field
call
spell.
it, does so much for this deck. If I
think-
opened Brick, this unbricked my hand and got me game.
I think legit, besides Chicken Game, this is one of the best field spells ever made.
This makes Chicken Game look like a bitch.
I don't know though. Chicken Game was just really good for stalling, but this card is definitely just
This, like, Chicken Game, okay, I get to draw one. This one just unbricks my hand.
Yeah,
this
this
one
card's
adds
really
me
good.
things for my banish. This one gets my game state rolling.
good card. It definitely is a good card.
It basically tells you with this. If I leave, you're getting another.
To be
card.
honest, what was Konami thinking when they made another floating field spell?
They're thinking that
What
they,
were
they
what
don't
were they
love us.
smoking?
Already, this is the deck that had 3 Dark Destroyers. Like why would you get this deck? You know.
Well, they got this first, then they got Dr.
Well,
Strike.
obviously they knew what they were going to release, right?
Pretty
So
much.
why would they? They would just.
And then, of
press
course, I play the three of, my bad, of Allure of Darkness.
that. Right.
This is a 3. There's a reason why I tell that it was good. There's a reason why this card is at 1 for so
A lot
long.
of consistency. It's good.
It's a good card, and now with Kozmotown,
Really good card.
it breaks this card a little bit. I mean, it's basically like I'm playing Pot of Greed in this deck.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Really
like it
good.
a lot. And then to search out my Kozmotown, I play the one of Terraforming.
Would you ever play 2?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to see a Kozmotown and then a
After you already
Terraforming.
have a Kozmo
It's
Town.
thinning out things, but I mean, I'd rather have combo
Yeah.
pieces, and this just helps me get to a combo piece if I don't have it. But I mean,
You'd rather just have a Cosmo Town and not have another one
yeah.
until you need it.
And then I have draw power to get to it anyway.
Yeah, true.
And then
Consistency.
it's sadly at 1, but mine's ulti anyway, so
all right. Utility.
Utility.
Kind of got to play it in this deck for Tin Can.
yeah.
Or the
Go for-
Battle Phase Farmgirl.
I actually, everyone's all talk about like, oh no, Utility's at 1, you can't go for the double tin can. And then I normal summon tin
Ah,
can,
still a
and
good
then
card.
Utility in the end phase, and with double
Yeah.
tin can.
Tell us, what's that other card you played for Tin Can?
That 1 for 1.
Oh, man.
I actually,
Basically the same exact thing.
I
Probably
played
one-
this in my last match, and I OTK'd him with it.
Pretty much the same thing as that
It's basically your
This
pseudo
opened up
utility.
my tin can. He went,
for Tin Can.
and I went from my tin can to my Dark Lady. He couldn't do anything. I negated his stuff, and then my next turn I gained him. So
Sounds good.
Pretty good. And then I do main one Raigeki.
You main Raigeki?
Yeah.
Raigeki's a good card.
Because honestly, with like Blue Eyes doesn't float as much, and I feel like if I can just Raigeki and then attack, it's easier to go for a game than having to go over other 3K beaters. But what's really cool is they're 3K beaters. So guess what Dark Destroyer gets to clash into without taking damage?
Yeah. Most of the time it's going to be a 1-for-1, but
Yeah.
you're not losing anything when you use it. So
No.
it's a good card.
And at the
Raigeki's-
very least, I always, if I don't
You know.
need it, I side it out game 2 and 3.
it was on the ban list for a reason.
Yeah.
It's a good card.
So that's the spells. For traps, I actually saw a lot of profiles only playing 2 Kozmojo. I am playing 3. I want to
Yeah, I
see
play
this
3.
card
This
first
card's
turn,
good.
like most of the time.
Card's good even when usually
An
it's not good.
amazing trap card.
I actually had a time in Mirror Match where I won.
This deck just kept getting busted.
I won game 1 because all I did was summon Tin Can set up. I already had a
Yeah.
Farm Girl in hand and a Dark Destroyer in hand off a Tin
Man,
Can.
sounds good.
So I basically just used this with my Tin Can,
Yeah.
and he passed. And I said, "Do you have any way to stop an attack?" He said no, and I basically gamed him.
Yeah, Farm Girl. Farm Girl getting something else. Dark Destroyer. Sounds good.
I actually went Farm Girl. Farm Girl tagged down into
Dark Lady.
Dark Lady. Dark Lady tag into Dark Destroyer.
What is that? 67 damage? 6,700. It's good.
And then I do believe I had a Call of Haunted set, so.
A lot of Cosmo's always had a lot of damage.
And then I played the
Limited removal.
2 Strike and 1 Warning.
Tell me why you played 2 Strike.
Strike's good.
Why
Actually-
would you play 3?
I'm contemplating it, but right now I like to.
Yeah. Usually, probably.
I got really frustrated because the only match that I did bad in was the mirror match, only because I thought I had this set, but I had this set and I was talking to somebody.
Tell me
Rule
why-
number 1, don't talk to people when you're playing, because I thought it was this instead of this, and he tributed Forerunner, and I could have just Solemn Warning, then went for game next turn, but he gamed me because he had limiter removal, because he was a scrub.
Oh,
And
you thought it was a strike instead of a warning?
Yeah, I completely I had a brain fart.
Oh, man.
And then I only played 2 Call of Haunted.
Tell me why only 2.
Most
Tin
of
Can's
the
effect?
most of the time, my stuff was banished, and then with BLS also, my stuff was either banished. I bring it back with Sword Trooper. So this was really just a late game thing. I don't want to open it.
True.
I'd rather open my warnings, my strikes, my Cosmojos. And
Would
I've thought about taking this out for the trap you were telling me about.
Escape from the Dark Dimension.
I thought about playing that because I banish a lot of things. I
Tell
want
me-
my Dark Destroyers.
Yeah, kind of want the Dark Destroyer. Alright.
Basically, it's a call to Haunted for
So
your
that's-
Banish Zone.
Looks like that's it for the main deck.
Yep.
Let's see that extra deck.
And it is 40 cards.
Alright, 40 cards in the main.
Yeah. Got my other token.
You already know.
Suplex City.
Not for trade.
Never for trade. This is my Suplex City.
Secret Machamp, by the way. You can tell because it's gold.
Not for trade.
Secret.
So you play the 1 Nova Infinity.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I mean, why not? This honestly, you go to rank 3s a lot. So you got the Break Sword.
Just random.
It's
random
just spot
toolbox.
removal.
Toolbox.
And then
Pretty much exceeds in this deck are just for toolbox.
you got to play those random exceeds. So we got the F-Zero.
Tell me why you play F-Zero with only 2 Sword Troopers.
F-Zero with 2 Sword Troopers.
Sword Troopers basically makes...
Well, I have other rank 3s.
Okay. Alright.
I got a Giga-Brilliant. This actually helped with Blue Eyes.
Do you run the Carcass, the rank 5?
Yes, I do.
Sweet. That card's really good.
Then we got our Leviair. Oh, I missed one. There was 2 Break Swords. My bad.
Break Sword's really good.
I was wondering where it went. That's why I've been digging through my extra over
This
here.
card's just good for any deck that can make a rank 3. Better than... To be honest, I think this card's a better generic rank 3 because you can use it in any deck as opposed to Dante where you kind of just need it in decks that mill. Or
Pretty
that
much.
need monsters in the grave.
And then I play my 1 rank 7 is Big Eye.
Good
Because
card.
no, I don't have to worry about mirror match. So I don't have to worry about targeting. I can just steal your Blue Eyes.
That's true. Not a lot of people are playing Cosmos right now.
So I actually was the only person playing Cosmos other than one other person, and he was playing an all gold version, and he doesn't count. So
Only scrubs play all gold.
pretty much.
You heard it here.
Yeah, high rarity or nothing.
And then I have rank 4s in here, like this,
Even though there's gold in this deck.
101, Cowboy, Dweller, Castell, because
Tell me why you play Rafflesia when there's no trap holes in the main deck.
I'll show you in my side.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of like how people they
You really don't even need the extra deck for Cosmos.
These were in here because I'm
Except for
thinking about
Infinity.
playing Instant Fusion and
Yeah.
Norden, which the Norden's in here also.
Which is good.
You don't even need an extra deck basically, but it's just
You
there.
don't, but it's
Kind
really
of just
nice.
need the Infinity and Nova, to be honest.
I went into that 4 times, so that kind of tells you.
Tell me how good Infinity is when you use it.
I made a guy scoop on summon.
Which is good. It's a good card.
Feels like shit on a kaiju scoop.
Are you glad the Satellar Knight got banned? Ptolemos? Ptolemaeus?
Because I could use it.
Ptolemaeus? Yeah, but everybody can use it. Would you rather have it and everybody can use it, or would you rather have it be banned? And have people have to play decks like this where they can
I
actually
wish
get it out?
Ptolemaeus was, you can only overlay it with Teller Knights, because honestly in Teller Knights it was really nice.
Alright, fair enough.
Because I used to play Teller Knights a long time ago.
Fair enough. You think it'd still be banned if it was only with Teller Knights? Because they'd still be able to get out Infinity.
No, because Teller Knights aren't that good anymore.
Well, what if Ptolemaeus wasn't banned? Do you think they'd be better?
Yeah.
Alright.
Being able to make an Infinity or
At-
Trivier and
at
then
that
make
time-
an Infinity.
At that time when they're really good, when they can make Infinity, do you think Ptolemaeus would get banned?
I don't know. It's really hard to say. They were really having
Alright.
a hard time because of Cosmos.
Fair enough.
And obviously Please.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
Alright, so onto the side. 2 Ghost Ogre.
Did you go, Sugar?
I loved this card today.
It's a good card.
Another funny thing is I used Call the Haunted special this. Then my opponent went to go activate Tincan effect.
Yeah.
And I activated this effect on field to destroy. And he got really salty because he didn't know it did that.
Yeah, it does on field and in hand. It's kind of
And
like Artifact.
I only side 1 Gamma Steel. I only could find 1. But I
Would you
mean,
play 2?
I probably am going to find room to play
Consistency.
2.
Would you ever play 3?
I'm actually honestly thinking about siding an entire Kaiju engine.
Oh, just kind of smoke screen the side deck?
Yeah. Like the Gamma Seals and the Slumber.
Alright.
Because it's just good.
Tell me how you think your opponent would set up if, because almost everybody's playing Gamma Seal on the side deck now. Tell me how your opponent would set up thinking that you're going to get Gamma Seal, but you have the whole Kaiju. Like, how do you think that would throw him off?
Well,
Just because you're getting it more consistently?
pretty much.
Like, wow, he's already got the Kaiju in his hand. He's
well,
gonna treat
actually,
you
it's
like a monster.
basically because no way. Every time I get something out, he's just gonna Kaiju it.
You could play...
That actually happened to me. I was playing a Burning Abyss Kaiju deck today, and
What are those?
he Kaiju'd my Dark Destroyer 3 times,
Sounds pretty good.
and it was really frustrating.
So what would you play, like Slumber, Gamma Seal, and the Dragon
Hating,
guy?
Pretty much, because
Yeah.
basically, what's really scary about this is it's so consistent because Slumber you banish to add.
True.
And so basically, then they always, in their mind, are worried about you having an out.
Yeah.
So it just kind of, it messes with their head, basically. And it makes them play weird.
Kind of makes sense to have it. It's a good card.
So these are only monsters I side. I side a lot more Spell and Traps, just because I already have a bunch of monsters in the main.
Right.
Now this card actually came clutch.
Card's
against,
busted right now.
That Burning Abyss player.
Got a lot of
because
hype.
He can only use his Speedroid engine.
Card got a lot of hype.
And basically, even though he can only use the Speedroid engine, it slowed him down to the point where he didn't use it because he wanted this to go away.
Tell me, would you rather use this or like Quaking or Floodgate? What would you rather use?
Well, that's just it. I side this and Floodgate.
Siding
But
Floodgate for
honestly,
Inflasia.
I want to play Floodgate. This is something I just had because my girlfriend actually played Ghost Tricks, and I'm like, this would be pretty awesome. So I played it. Nobody expected it. Won me games.
It's a good card. It got a lot of hype. It shuts down BA almost pretty much.
What's actually really funny, the Burning Abyss player, he went for Dante. He attacked into my Farmgirl. Farmgirl dies. I take some damage. Then he decides to try to switch to defense mode, and I was like, no. They got stuck in attack mode, and it gamed him through a Dante.
Oh, because they can't switch their battle
Yeah.
positions.
He got a little salty on that one.
It's pretty good.
I'm citing 3 MSDs. It's probably going to get cut down to 2.
Tell me why you don't play Twin Twister.
I don't play Twin Twister because I don't like discarding my monsters as much. I need them for combo pieces.
Those are pretty sexy.
And Call the Haunted's really slow. If we had like Monster Reborn and things like that, Premature Burial, sure, I'd play Twin Twister all day long, but I don't have as many ways to get my monsters back. And all my Spell and Traps being discarded isn't that great.
Right.
So I don't get that much out of my graveyard.
True. Tell me, would you play Cosmic Cyclone over this?
I've contemplated it. I just need to pick them up.
Kind of the same card, but Cosmic Cyclone vanishes. So,
Well, the other part is I have to pay 1,000, and I need my life points.
well, you play Forerunner though, right?
Yeah, but
Isn't that kind of the same idea?
Play 2.
I mean, I'm gonna test it now.
Try it out. Might be good.
And then for traps, I
Everybody-
put 2 storming.
Storming's a good card.
One of them is German. Angel wants to show that off. I have a
Sexy.
foreign card obsession. I will admit
Spiegelcraft.
it. Anybody wants to trade me foreign stuff, I'll always take it. I don't even care what it
Spiegelcraft.
is.
Foreign cards right there.
I picked up foreign
To this
common
guy.
TG stuff. I didn't even care. It was German. And then I tied the 2 floodgate. This actually.
Tell me, would you play one in the main for Raflasia?
I've thought about it. Honestly, I've
a really
also
good
thought
card.
about maining Bottomless because Bottomless is actually not that bad anymore.
Bottomless isn't a bad card right now. I see a lot of people playing it. Really good for. It's kind of good for Blue Eyes. Get out the Spirit, or Azure Eyes or something.
I was facing the pendulum guy. I was facing a pendulum guy, and I summoned Spirit, and he actually no, it wasn't. Yeah, the Dragon threw it away, the one that banishes, and he actually bottomlessed it.
Did it hurt?
I'm not gonna lie, you don't want your dragons banished. I'll tell you that.
It kind of messed you up for a second.
Pretty much.
All right. You think it's worth playing?
I think Bonds is actually showing a lot of word. I think it's gaining potential.
You think it might get bumped up to 2, like OCG?
Hopefully.
That'd be dope. All
And
right.
the last 2 cards I side is 1 skill drain.
Oh, Skill Drain. Tell me why you play this.
It's
Actually, I seen a lot of this when Cosmo first came out.
Actually, this card's actually not that terrible. It's more of a rogue thing. There's a lot of rogue decks that just can't
Should
handle
sound
skill
rogue
drain.
decks. You don't want to side that against Blue Eyes. Because
No.
Blue Eyes are just going to put out
It'd be pretty pointless. I mean, come on, they're playing vanillas.
They're just pumping out 3,000 beaters.
What actually this is really good against is if you manage to, for whatever reason, if you go second against Synchro Fusionist and you open this, or you go first,
Yeah.
and you set this,
Pretty good. Stops the Librarian.
they can't do a lot.
Stops all the draws, basically.
But I mean, the chances of that happening aren't that great, so that's why you also have advantages. So,
Yeah, tell me why you don't play Vanities in the main.
I'd rather have my combo pieces in the main usually.
Yeah.
And then Warning and Strike are just all around good against anything. Well, Vanities is something that I slide because it's also a game 2 and 3. People slide in a lot of traps lately, so the game stays slower. And if I can slow it down this much,
And you're only playing 5... What, how many traps are you playing in the main deck?
3, 6, 8.
Oh, okay, so... You're not scared of Twin Twisters?
No,
Alright.
I actually got Twin Twister today, and I still won.
You think people side in or side out or keep them just in the deck with Twin Twisters against Cosmos?
I feel like
What do you think people would do?
What's actually really funny is this guy admitted to me, he's like, man, I'm keeping these Twin Twisters. I know you're going to slide a bunch of traps, so I didn't slide any traps. And you just had a bunch of dead Twin Twisters.
Right.
He's like, I don't want to Twin Twister your Cosmojo. And I'm like,
Just
or your
Cosmotown.
Cosmotown.
Just get another Cosmotown.
Well, actually, Cosmotown, when it pops, if they're not going to game me, I'm just going to get a monster I need for game.
True. If you can get
How do you feel
that.
about Magic Deflector to counter the Twin Twister?
I've thought about it, but
Magic Deflector's good, but I don't know. I feel like since
it was
Monarchs
better
died-
when Monarchs were here. Monarchs
was
were a
definitely
big
good against
problem.
Monarchs. Was definitely good against Monarchs.
Pretty much.
You want to throw any shout-outs out there?
Shout out to Team LMAO.
You just had a kid.
Yeah, I just had a kid. Shout out to my son Adrian.
This guy's a dad.
Yeah, they call me daddy. So, shout out to Dakota, Angel, Nate, Michael. Team members, we're a squad. Been playing since
Mr. Yin Yang.
Mr. Yin Yang 253.
Tea and Nougat. Tea and Nougat Crunch Bar.
Pick
Mr.
these
Sarlacc.
up. Pick these up.
Those are going to go up in price. Pick those up.
The action figure.
Action figure promos. Pick those up.
We have like 7.
All right, you heard it here, Team LMAO. Kozmo Deck profile.
Signing
All
out.
right.